Welcome to the Modern Hotelier 2024 wrap-up.
Man, we had a great year this year. Not only did we get recognized as one of the top podcasts in hospitality, but we did over 75 episodes in 2024. To put that in comparison, the first two seasons, we did 50 episodes total. So did more than the first two seasons combined and then some. So really great year on that aspect.
Yeah, it's crazy. On LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram, we doubled our followers this year. On LinkedIn, we had over 200,000 impressions this year alone, over 270,000 YouTube views to date, and over 22,000 downloads.
That's awesome. And we not only did the podcast right here, we were on the road as well. We went to High Tech, ILC in Sausalito, where we were their official podcast, and also the hospitality show, which those are some of the highlights of my year, just being in person, seeing you guys and doing those live interviews. David, what was one of your favorite moments from this year?
My favorite moment by far was when you told me somebody came up to you at High Tech at a party and said they had no idea who the Modern Hotelier was. And then three of their employees came up and all three said that it was their favorite podcast and that they followed it. And that was my favorite moment of the year.
One of mine too. John, what about you?
Yeah, my favorite moments, kind of you highlighted it, were the in-person stuff, getting to do so many more in-person podcasts and videos and interviews. I thought that was really cool. And then in particular, being at ILC in Sausalito and getting to interview JC Curley, for me, was a highlight because he's the CEO of Pelican right now. I use Pelican cases. Former CEO of Gibson Guitars. I play guitar. I'm a musician. Former CEO of Levi's. I wear jeans, so it's just kind of a cool thing to get to do that. So that was probably my biggest highlight. So now I'm going to hijack it and stick to our normal format. I'm going to ask maybe the last question here. I'm curious for you guys, we got to interview so many cool people, so many awesome hoteliers and just leaders in the industry. What were the biggest lesson you learned this year, or the most impactful lessons that you learned from the interviews that we had this year?
Sure, I'll kick it off. So for me, something I already knew, but if you work with great people, great things can happen. And working with you guys, I felt like this year, every year we've kind of upped our game. But when you work with great people, I think great things happen, and that's kind of what I've learned this year. We continue to push forward.
I agree with you on that one, David. I think, kind of this was the first year I really went full time into podcasting. And I think it was kind of not a gut check, but also one of those things where it's like, wow, there's a lot more that we can do, and kind of what we do, what goes into it, the planning, kind of making sure we have all the guests. And when we're traveling, we have our lineup there. We know what we're going to be doing. We know what we're going to be shooting. So it was just kind of, now that I'm doing this full time, kind of understanding how we can not only grow this podcast, but also what all goes into it.
Yeah, that's great. And we really want to give a special thanks to all of our guests, our sponsors, but especially all of the followers who watch and listen. We really appreciate you.
Yes, absolutely. And keep an eye out. We're not done yet. 2025 is going to be even a bigger year. We have some big announcements coming in the next couple weeks. So stay tuned. You'll be hearing from us soon.
All right. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. And Merry Christmas. You made it to the end of the Modern Hotelier. Thanks for listening. The Modern Hotelier is produced by Make More Media. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're listening on YouTube, or subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. If you know a guest or sponsor that would be a good fit, feel free to email us at hello@themodernhotelier.com. If you'd like to get some Modern Hotelier merch, click the merch button on modernhotelier.com or click the link below. Thanks and have a great day.